Jamie here from Jamin Leather. I want to teach you a little bit more about some leather goods that you are probably purchasing yourself, and you may probably need a little more information about what you're buying. So let me go show you what we're talking about here. Obviously, there's different types of leather here, and you need to come close to see what I'm going to show you here. You've got different types of leather. This is one sample of buffalo leather. You can see how grainy it is in this particular piece. This is a premium grade cowhide piece, and this is what's known as split leather. Now, some people are buying today a lot of split leather because of the price and the economical value. The difference between the two, this is generally either a buffalo split or a cowhide split. Either way, it's about the same quality and properties. So does buffalo and cowhide are about the same. When you talk about cowhide versus buffalo, the only real difference is the grain and what you got here. Here's an example of some product that we've made with the cowhide, and this is a little premium grade. This is a good pebble grain that we offer in a heavier weight, which is like a 1.4 ounce leather, and it's in a lot of your biker leathers. In here you got your heavier weight in your split leather. Split leather here has a little bit more coarser grain to it. It's usually a printed grain, and generally speaking, what is a split? A split is the suede part of the cowhide. Okay, you see the suede part? This is suede. Usually they suede, in most cases, a different process. If they put finishing on it, it becomes finished split. A finished split leather is something that you would buy. It's more economical value because it's less expensive to make, and it's also a byproduct of the top grain. Now, actually, you can get a couple of layers of split leather for every one piece of top grain that you can get from a hide. Just so you understand a little bit more, sometimes you're buying belts and other products. Here's an example of two different types of thickness. Here is a 6 ounce veg tan, where this is more like an 8 ounce veg tan. Veg tan leather is a little softer grain. It's got a little bit smoother finish to it. It's hard to see any grain whatsoever in your finished hides. And you'll see a lot of belts made out of the veg tan leathers, and this is your premium leather belts. These will last you a lifetime. Something like this, you'll see a little thinner. This is more for some of your other hard products like pouches and things like that will be made out of. But not a lot of things that we make out of the lighter leather. Usually your garment leathers, which is your heavier weight. This is a 1.2 to 1.6 ounce cowhide versus buffalo, which is about the same ounces, and the same with the split leather. So then you get different types, and we get obviously colors and brown and stuff like this. Naked leather, sometimes you want to know about naked leather. This is a sample of naked leather. Naked leather is basically one that doesn't have a lot of finishings on it, which is why they call it naked. And because it's not have finishing on it, it's more susceptible to scratches, scuffs, and other things that can go wrong with it. But the positive side is that it's so beautifully soft, similar to a deerskin. Naked is deerskin. This here is an example of what can be printed on cowhide, in this case lambskin. It can be printed to make it look like snakeskin. We do that in a variety of our products. Yes, it's lambskin, but it looks like snake, and it gives you a longer lasting product than an actual snake, and a lot less expensive. This is probably an example of why leather is so expensive, because a lot of hides come in with parts on it that get very blemished and defective, and that's got to be cut out of the hide in order to use the better parts of the hide to make a finished product for the consumer. We appreciate you coming down, checking out what we've got to show you. Hopefully you've learned a little bit today, and thanks for shopping Jamin Leather.